guys, Team Cricket here, coming at you with another deck profile. And in today's deck profile, we've got a very exciting one. We're actually taking a look at a Set 5 deck. And none other than the deck that Set 5 is most known for, LordKnightmon. So you may also know the deck as Crusadermon, I believe, from Japan. But yeah, before we get into it, here's a message from our sponsor.
Ultimate TCG is a store that stocks everything TCG related. Whether that be Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic or Digimon, you name it, they've got it. Head over to their website and use the code TCHIT505 to get 5% off your order. Have you been looking for your new favourite playmat? Well, Cho Sugoi is the place to be. Whether it be customised playmats, memory tokens or anything else, they have everything you will need to play the game and more. Even better, when checking out, if you use our discount code TEAMCRITHIT, you can also get 5% off your order.
Yeah, let's get straight into the actual list. So we'll start off with our babies, as we usually do start off with. Now, pre-warning, this deck is used using proxies, but we just really want you to see what to expect when the cards actually come out. And with the pushback of the sets and cards coming a bit later than actually expected, it's nice to be able to see some actual lists in our format and how we're looking at planning around to actually build the decks. So we'll start off running one Koromon. So you'll know Koromon from set 1. I believe this is from set 4. Yeah, so you'll know this from the last set. And then we've got 4 Pickmon. So Pickmon's actually a proxy card and it's coming in set 5. So they both do very similar things but have different ways to actually be able to get them, in that they can minus a Digimon by 1000 DP. So Koromon's requirements are, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, you can minus by 1000. And Pickmon's requirements are, if you have 3 or more Digimon in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 for the turn. So it's both the same thing, and it actually does come up because there are a lot of ways in this deck to do a little bit of minusing, a lot of ways for you to actually be able to get rid of your opponent's stuff. So it's nice to be able to have these. And the Pickmon is actually easier to get off in this deck than the Koromon is, even though realistically this is still easy to get off too. So it's nice to actually have 5 Digi eggs that are very useful because they effectively do the same thing. Next up, to our rookies. So we're running a card, and one of the most popular, if not the most popular, yellow rookie in the game right now, Pulsemon. So if you don't have any Pulsemon was a promo that you actually gained from the pre-releases for set 4. And the card is just absolutely insane. So if you don't know what Pulsemon does, it has an on-play effect of you have 3 security or more on play, you can draw a card, but if you have 3 or less, you gain 1 memory. But this is fantastic because either way, it's a nice on-play effect to be able to get a memory or a draw. But if you're actually on 3 security, you get both of those effects to go off. 2 effective on-play effects from 1 rookie is ridiculous. And especially in this deck where you can actually call these for free using your megas and being able to draw a card and gain a memory just from doing that is really, really nice. It can help you come in clutch and have even more efficient and better plays. Next up is a card that I'm super excited for from set 5, Starmon. So Starmon actually is, I absolutely adore the artwork on this card, and it just has a really nice on-play effect, which is for each Digimon you have in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. Now this again, because you can cheap this out, you can do this for free. In this deck you want to try and go a little bit wider than you would in normal yellow decks because of how LordKnightmon's power bait, boast thing actually works. So Starmon is really nice because when you go a little bit wider, you get even more minus DP to be able to put onto one of your opponent's Digimon. Really, really nice and can help you actually finish off blockers, even megas, lower some DP on something so that you can swing into it with your mega if you need to. It's really nice, and we're happy with 3 of those. Next up is my favourite rookie in the game, Patamon. I love this. I've loved this since I got the card. I absolutely adore it. So Patamon is the Patamon from the starter deck for yellow, which obviously came out at the beginning of the game. So this is the memory Patamon. So it has the inheritable effect of, during your turn, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted by dropping the opponent's Digimon to 0 DP, you actually gain a memory. This is really nice in this deck because we have cards like Starmon and other cards in the deck that will show you that allow you to minus DP of your opponent's Digimon. Really, really nice, and we like the free because being able to get that additional memory really comes in clutch at times. Next up, we are running 2 Bushy Agumon. So yeah, again, this came out last set, so you may know already what Bushy does. It simply has the rush ability, and rush is that this Digimon can attack the turn that it comes into play. So this is really good because again, you can call this for free from the likes of your Mega from LordKnightmon, and it means that it can swim for game in a lot of scenarios. Really, really nice. The card that we were actually really tempted to run 3 of, but we found ourselves set level 2 for now, but after more playtesting, we may end up going up to 3, but 2 is honestly fine. It does the job when you want it to. Next, we have Koromon. Koromon. So again, another card I love. I'm beginning, like, as a yellow main, I'm absolutely adoring the line of rookies that we're actually running in this deck. So we've got Koromon. Koromon has a fantastic on-play effect of you reveal 5 cards from the top of your deck, and you can add up to 2 yellow Digimon with Warrior or Holy Warrior in their types, and then you put the rest to the bottom of the deck. Now, Holy Warrior is the type that I nearly said Crusadermon, that LordKnightmon is, and Warriors are loads of other cards that we actually have in the deck that link to it, which is really nice. The downside of Koromon is it's actually a reptile, which is really weird, but it's still a fantastic on-play effect, and we love it because again we can get this off for free if we summon it with our LordKnightmon. Really, really nice. And to finish off our rookie line, we're actually running 2 Lucemon. So again, these are cards that you'll have been used to if you've watched our other videos when we did War Greymon. Lucemon is a key card that was a staple in BT4. Now Lucemon is super nice because it has the plus the recovery on play, and it has that 10k base, and being able to play this card from your LordKnightmon for free is fantastic. It can really come into it and help you like stable more out if you're in a bit of a sticky situation. Really, really nice cards. So onto our champions, running 4 Chiriamon, 4 Pilomon, and 2 Unimon, and 8 Gladamon. Now, I'm going to slowly go over which one is first. I just thought it was important that you can actually see everything in the front. So unlike the rookies, some of these are a bit more simple. So Chiriamon we simply run because it has a 1-cost Digivolution cost. Pilomon is the 1 Digivolve cost blocker that we've actually gained last set for yellow. Really, really nice to be able to have 2 options to run as that 1 Digivolve cost for yellow. Really nice and helps with consistency for this line. We additionally are running 2 Unimon because in BT5 and from our testing we found that blockers are super critical for you to be able to have that survivability. There are a lot of decks that are going to swing at you for a lot of security, or just you make sure that you don't want to have them swinging into your megas. So having that 6 blockers feels absolutely fantastic when you play the deck. And then we have a new addition to the actual lineup for our champions. We have Gladamon. So Gladamon is a on-play effect champion with the effect of look at your security stack, and you may reveal 1 Digimon card with Warrior or Holy Warrior in its card name from among them and add it to your hand. If you do, trigger recovery 1. Now this card is very, very similar to that TK Takashi that you'll have been used to seeing in a lot of other yellow decks, and that you can search through your security and add a card to your hand that you need. Now, we're a bit on the fence with Gladamon because not knowing if one's going to be there can be annoying, and then having a 4-play cost can be so-so, but also we found that it can come in clutch if you're missing a piece. So if you're missing that ultimate warrior, or if you're missing an ultimate that's a warrior, I should emphasize, or if you're missing your mega being LordKnightmon, it can really come in clutch to help you get that, so you're not in a sticky situation anymore. So yeah, we like this at this. In our testing, it's run really well. We'll keep going back and forth on a Gladamon, but for now I think we're going to keep it as is. Right. Next up, here are some of the warriors that I've talked so much about. Knightmon. So Knightmon is our ultimate, and again, I'm absolutely loving this card, even as an on-play. So it's a 7-play cost with a Digivolve cost of 3, with 7,000 DP, and it has the on-play effect of one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4,000 for the turn. Now this comes in clutch with some of the other ways that we have to minus DP. But what's really nice about this more than anything is that because you can play this for free with LordKnightmon because it's a warrior, you can actually play this out and then go into a mega on top of it. Because we're playing Slash Angemon in the past, being able to unplay this for free, minus something by 4,000, and then go into Slash, minus something by 8,000 again, means that you're actually doing 12,000. I know, quick maths, I know, which means that you're able to get rid of most megas in the game. Really, really nice, just feels fantastic and really efficient. So I absolutely love this. And don't forget, this is a warrior, so you can summon it like I just said. You can also get it with some of the search options from your rookies that we pointed out before. Next up is a card which a lot of people have been screaming for a ban for, a limit for in yellow, because Greymon has definitely made this card very prevalent. This is Digimon. So Digimon is a 7 cost. It came out in set 1.5. It has the on-play cost, the when Digivolving effect, of one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2 for the turn, until the end of the next turn. And then the inheritable effect of, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, you may play 1 yellow Digimon from your hand without paying its memory cost. Really, really strong and really nice, because it means that you can actually really go super wide, which again is what we want to be doing in this deck. We want to be able to get a really wide board and get a lot of stuff going, and put a lot of pressure to our opponent, gain bonuses from going wide. Really, really love this. Really nice. And then we are actually running 2 more Koromon. So this is run similarly to the same reason that the unplay effect of Knightmon is, because it effectively does the same thing. The nice thing about this is you can do it preemptively. You can climb up into a Koromon in your grazing area and then go out, and then your opponent's not going to know whether you're going to be going into a slash or whether you're going to just be lowering something so that you can swing stuff with your LordKnightmon. Really, really like 2 of it. A lot of lists are running more of this, but we've currently found that 2 is a really nice one because you can get it when you actually need it. Really nice. And that inheritable effect of, while you have 3 or fewer security, gain 1,000 DP can actually come in very useful at times. Finishing off our ultimates, we're running 1 Sirenmon on the list. So I really, really love Sirenmon because it has that digital cost of 2 on an ultimate. And also, if you're in a sticky situation, I know I use that term a lot, but you can play it for 5, and means that you can then go into an ultimate next turn, and just again be able to help you get there if you're missing a few pieces in your hand. Here is the pièce de résistance of LordKnightmon. So Crusadermon, LordKnightmon. In English, it's got to be LordKnightmon. I was quite looking forward to the name of Crusadermon. LordKnightmon is also pretty still cool. So yeah, this is the card that everyone is going wild over. There's going to be so much of this deck that's going to break the game, even more so than the yellow Greymon did in this set of PT4. So it's got a play cost of 13, a DP power of 11,000, and a Digivolve cost of 3. It has the when attacking effect of, you may play a yellow level 3 Digimon card, or a yellow Digimon card with Warrior in its card name from your hand without paying its memory cost. So you can play any of your rookies, and you can also play your Knightmon, and even your Gladiamon, I believe. Yeah, is a Warrior. Yes, you can play your Gladiamon from that, you don't have to pay that pesky 4 cost. And also it has a really nice during all turns, and that all turns ability of each other Digimon you have in play, this Digimon gains plus 1,000 DP. This is fantastic for survivability in the game. It just really means that you're able to not have to worry so much about your opponent swinging a Mega into it, but you still have to really worry about the likes of all the Omnimons that are out in set 5. And that's also a reason why we run so many blockers, to try and make sure that we're not going to be punished by those Omnimons. So yeah, this is a really nice card, and I'm super excited to actually play this properly when set 5 fully comes out. Next up, we've got 3/Digimon. So some lists are going back and forth and are playing the yellow Greymon, and that's cool, that's fine, it's another option for you to do stuff. We just really think that Slash is broken. Slash is super strong, and especially in a meta that's full of Omnimons, this is your only way to actually be able to remove an Omnimon easily and simply, because you can slash Omnimon, you can slash for 3 and then actually attack the Omnimon, and that is effectively 16,000 DP, and allows you to actually, get over it. That's just all the Omnimons that are currently going to be in the meta. So it's really, really nice, really fantastic card, and we love it. So next up, we're actually running 2 Bolorons. So Bolorons came out in the last set. It has the when Digivolving effect of you can activate the following effect twice. One of your opponent's Digimon gains minus 7,000 DP. Now this is a really nice way to be able to deal with some of your opponent's board, deal with a Mega that your opponent has that's pesky. The downside of this is that it has 14,000 DP, and that when Digivolving effect actually only allows you to do 14,000. Which means that obviously with all the Omnimons in the meta right now, that can actually be a bit of a pain with it being 15,000 for a lot of them. So definitely watch out for that. But it has an undeletion effect of you gain free memory too, which again means that if you are playing against that, you're at least going to force your opponent to have to clear this by end of their turn. So we still like to, in a lot of scenarios, this is still a very fantastic card. Really, really nice. One cool thing you can do, just a quick one, is if you slash and then go into Valorant, because one of this, so if you use one of this and this, that's 15k, so you can actually kill an Omnimon with that, and then you could use the leftover 7,000 to kill one of your opponent's ultimates, maybe, anything lower than that. So it's not the end of the world, there's still a lot that the deck can do, definitely. And next up, we're actually running, I'd like to go options first, sorry. We're actually running 3 Blinding Rays, so we managed to have 3 of the pre-release ones, like we do with a lot of the stuff. So we think Blinding Ray is the best card for this deck right now. So the reason that this is so good is your opponent's always going to put you to 1 at least, obviously, to force it to be your turn. But this allows you to always go to 3, go to higher than that if you need to in other scenarios. And this just also allows you to get rid of some of your security. Because you have Pulsemon in the list, which allows you to gain both effects going off if you have 3 security dead on. You being able to like double Blinding Ray, go up to like 7 memory in some scenarios, and then be able to play that for free with the LordKnightmon and gain another memory and draw a card, really just helps you get that efficiency there and boost yourself ahead to the point where you don't have to be afraid of how low your security is because of how many of these you've used. And to actually finish off the deck profile, we have TK Takashi. So I've obviously just shown you this already. This has been the tamer that we've used forever. So TK is the start of your turn. If you have 2 or less memories, set your memories to 3 tamer. And the on-play effect of, you can look at your security stack and then reveal 1 card in it, add it to your hand, and if that card's a yellow, you can trigger recovery +1. The only thing to watch out for this is obviously if you grab any Volderoms, that's a white card, so you'll have to self-damage to grab the Volderoms if you do that, so be careful of that. But it also has a really nice security effect of you can play this card without paying its memory cost. So again, some lists are running 3 of this. Because we are running 3 of the options card, that allows us to gain memory anyway. We really think that 2 is perfectly fine. And when you can get this out early, it feels fantastic. But yeah, we've kind of got a pseudo 5 tamer. Kind of, not really. Kind of. But yeah, that is our LordKnightmon list. We hope you have enjoyed. I want to know what your favourite deck is that you are looking forward to the most in set 5. Let us know in the comments below. And just before you leave, here's a message from our sponsors.
Crit Hit Game Hub is the largest gaming store in Liverpool and stocks all things games. From card games to D&D to Warhammer, whatever game you play, they have a place for you. Also, using our codes CritHitDigiTeam, you can also get 10% off your order.